Hey, what's up guys? And this is Akshay from AS Learning, and today in this video we'll be seeing about AI agent architecture. So first of all, we all know about generative AI. We have a LLM to which we can ask a query, and then as per the query the LLM generates a response for us. Let's say this response is a content, and this content can be textual content, it can be image content, it can be audio content, and it can be a video content also. Okay, so how is this agents different from this generative AI, and what exactly is agentic AI? Okay, so the normal generative AI is the way I explained you. A normal query, some content is generated, but in agentic AI there are many elements. Okay, you are trying to create a system, an intelligent system, which as per your query can understand the environment in which it is. It can do reasonings, it can use different tools, some external tools, and using all these combinations it can give you output. So it is like creating an intelligent system which has its own memory, understands the environment in which it is, and can use various tools and generate output for us. This is how agentic AI is different from generative AI. Although I think that agentic AI is a part of generative AI only, but in loosely how the way generative AI is perceived by people right now is just generating content. That's it. Okay. Agentic AI involves more elements into it. Okay. Now let's talk about how exactly agentic AI or any agent which is operating in any environment or in production, what is the architecture of it? How will it work? Okay, so this is a rough diagram. Okay, I took it from Armand Viz his notes, and it's a very beautiful diagram which he created. Okay, before coming to this diagram, let's talk about the five major aspects in which the agent will function. The first aspect is perception. Second aspect is reasoning. Third is memory. Fourth is planning, and fifth is execution or actions. Okay. So what is this first thing? The first thing is perception. So what happens in perception? In perception, it is the ability of the agent to gather information about its environment. This could be processing text queries, analyzing sensor data, interpreting images. So it is about understanding the environment, gathering the information regarding the environment. Okay. Now the agent has an understanding of the environment. The next thing he will be doing is whatever action which is being told to the agent by the user. Okay. He will do reasoning, and for doing the reasoning it will take help of this information which the environment is giving it to the agent. Okay, and it will interpret the context and will make logical conclusions out of it. So whatever query which is coming to agent, that is one input. The environment in which it is, let's say a knowledge base or these things, this is also the input which the agent has, and now it using these things it will make reasoning out of it. Okay, it will understand the context. Once the agent has understand, is done with the reasoning. Okay, now all this reasoning which it has done, it can be retained. Okay, and to make help of this retention over time, we want a memory. Okay, it is a way of retaining relevant information over time. It includes short-term memory, long-term memory. Okay, short-term memory is like an agent scratch pad. He can do temporary things and just forget it out. Long-term memory is something which can be stored in the future. Let's assume short-term memory as a simple cache kind of thing or some in memory. Okay, and long-term memory is something which it has persisted into DB. Okay, now the first thing which the agent did was perception of the environment. Second thing he did was reasoning. Third thing is it has memory. Okay, and the fourth thing is he will do planning. Now he will create a detailed plan, a decision making process. Now, what exactly the user is asked and how to execute it. Let's say, for example, the user asked, uh, can you search for all the mails of Madhukar Alhat and reply to him? No, can you just search for all the mails of Madhukar Alhat of yesterday and give me a summary out of it? Okay, now it will have to create a plan out of it, because for executing this task, it is not just a simple LLM giving you a response. It needs connections with the email body, let's say Gmail, Outlook. Okay, it also needs to understand the context. Okay, Madhukar Alhat, mails, yesterday, summary. Okay, so there are different tasks being bifurcated. It needs to make a plan out of it. Okay, and that is what exactly is happening in planning. And there are then different things which helps into planning, like chain of thoughts. Okay, one thought after another, reflection and critics. Okay, it reflects into its own action and it improves over the time. Okay, sub goal decomposition, breaking down into small tasks and executing it. And finally, once the plan is ready, you want the action to execute it. Okay, so perception, second thing is reasoning, third thing is memory, fourth thing is planning, and fifth thing is action. Now all these things are brought down into one diagram as architecture here. Okay, you have an agent. Okay, it has a memory, short-term memory, long-term memory. Okay, it has tools. Okay, now for using these tools, it will be certain actions which the agent needs to take. So for taking those actions, it will take help of tools. Okay, and once the planning is done, the planning happens using these different kind of things like chain of thoughts, reflection, critics, and sub-goal decomposition. Okay, so this is how the entire architecture of agents is, and the process, which I've explained, like a perception, then reasoning, third memory, planning, and finally action. Okay, so that's it with this video, guys. I hope you learned something new, and do check other videos and stay tuned to AS for more such amazing tech stuff. Take care, peace out.